Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time. Of course, join in the conversation here in our chat room if you would. Before we get underway, just a couple things. Remind you of our promo code. You can save 20% off all pre and pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys. So post your picks in the comments. And visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to our long-term passes. See our top performer here for the year, Ramon Scott, over 6,800 units of profit. Hollywood Sam doing great as well. Ralph Raymond, hottest capper the last 30 days, last 7 days, Collins Brown. You can see his performance has been outstanding. Ramon and Nick in there as well over this period of time. Of course, really good results from Nick. Had a good day yesterday, guys. Click the link, get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll find our latest pre picks here in the center of the page. Our best bets up there on the board. Each capper can release a best bet from each sport. We're locked and loaded here for a Wednesday. $15 pre-pick is promotional. Each capper can designate a play from their card as a $15 pre-pick. To enhance their service and existing customers, multi-packs offer great value as well. You can see the profit guarantee, meaning they must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for site credits. That is a profit guarantee. Of course, you'll also scroll here and you'll find our pick ticker. You may purchase the plays a la carte from our pick ticker with team versus team information. All right, let's get underway here with Game Day Picks. With us today on the show, Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. All right, let's get underway with Game Day Picks. Time for Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com. Listen to her and watch her on the morning steam Wednesdays through Monday here at 9 a.m. time. Ready to roll with Mindy. Mindy, how's it going?
Doing well, Tony. How are you?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball for today features the Guardians at the Yankees. Cleveland favored here, minus 119, total of 7.5.
Yeah, should be another good one here today. The Guardians have Shane Bieber on the mound. He's a really nice, has a really nice road ERA at 2.88. He has .4 home runs per 9, a 22.9% K rate, and only allows 1.4 walks per 9 here on the road. Schmidt, he hasn't been, as sharp, of course. He does have a 4.97 ERA. But does have a pretty impressive, 18.5 K rate versus this Guardians team. Plus, he has 12.8 Ks per 9 innings here on his split. So he's actually doing a pretty nice job. I think things have gotten a little bit, out of whack for him, especially on some of those road games. But at home, he seems to pitch here a little bit better. But I think more importantly here is this Yankees team has the best ERA in all of the majors here this year in that bullpen, 2.83 ERA. They've only given up 9 home runs this season. The Yankees have also only been holding their opponents to 3.22 runs of offense here per game. It's one of those things that I think you got some pretty good starting pitching here for the Guardians. Plus, you have this really nice bullpen. You still have Judge and Stanton out here as well. So I kind of like how these two teams, I think, match up defensively more than anything. So I'm going to go under this total of 7.5 here today, Tony.
All right, Minnie says go here under the total here of a 7.5 here with this Guardians and this Yankees game. Yeah, I was trying to look up Bieber's splits. Bieber's strikeouts are way down for the year, 17%, which is a huge season low. I haven't seen his home road splits there, but it's been his worst. When you go back and look at his overall career on the mound here, we've seen 24, 30%, 33% there in 2021, 25% in 2022, 17% now in 2020. That's home and road combined here.
He was sitting at like about six strikeouts per 9 innings there for his away splits.
Yeah, his away splits. So yeah, looking at the away, I'm kind of looking here at the overall splits, where his numbers have been way down as far as that goes. But again, the whip and whatnot have been looking good. The exit velocity a little bit down as well. I'm going to go try to look a little deeper here. Look at some of his his velocity down to 91 miles per hour. He was tops at 90 at 9. Well, he's 91 miles per hour. It's been going down steadily since 2020, where he was at 94 miles per hour. So we've seen about almost 3.2 miles per hour drop in his fastball. And obviously, that's attributing also to more contact with Bieber. But looking here at his fifth, 3.63, not too bad there. Still getting a lot of the ground balls. But again, the question is whether or not the Yankees can take advantage of those dropping strikeouts and dropping velocity when you don't have your two big hitters in the lineup.
Right. So you need LeMahieu to step up and you need Rizzo to step up. And both of those guys can definitely go ahead and get that done. It's just that they've not really been producing much here as of late. I mean, look at the Guardians here, 2-8 to the under over the last 10. The Yankees 3-6-1 to the under in the last 10. So no one's just out there, really, killing the ball. And especially if you have a pretty decent outing from Schmidt here today, I think he's going to I think you'll be okay, especially if he can go a little bit longer here today, maybe give you a good 6 innings, get to that bullpen where they can just shut everyone down. I think it looks pretty good. And then also, I think this total kind of tells the story a little bit too, where Vegas has set this number. So if I look at, just this, 7.5 number, it's 4-0 on the road for this Guardians team here when it's set at 7.5. And then the unders 5-3 to the Yankees last 18 home games with the total set to that 7.5. So I think this number is a pretty good indicator here as well. And then the under is 5-0 in the last 5 in New York and 6-1 in the last 7 meetings here overall. So I don't really see too much, that can go ahead and kind of, I guess, knock the trend here in this one a little bit.
Yeah, and of course Schmidt 27% strikeouts. Again, can the Guardians? We saw that with Domingo Ramon, right? They didn't get the home run off him, and that's where Schmidt has been hurt there with the home run ball, with the lightning, and the good bullpen. So yeah, Yankees Guardians under total here of 7.5. This one will have a start time 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony's picks for today's action. Of course, Mindy's been hot here with her best bets. So you check out the board here, 902 units of profit. Document over at Tony'sPicks.com with her best bets. All right, Mindy, tonight still baseball, got day baseball on the board, so lots of volume from the baseball side, as well as a single NBA, some hockey as well. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Well, I guess I'm in a little bit of everything. So I'll be in on the NBA tier here tonight, also on the ice in both games. So looking forward to this one here tonight. So if you want to get all 3 of those picks, you could definitely go ahead and pick up a 3-pack from me right there. And then also, I have a lot of games in Major League Baseball here yet to go. So still have a 7-pack available for you in Major League Baseball. Have a couple games going here in the early slate, but most of those will be here yet tonight. So you could go ahead and pick up a 7-pack there as well if you're interested in some Major League Baseball winners. And then, of course, if you want to take a look at something a little bit longer term, a 7-day, 30-day, that year-long package, you can take a look at that as well. And use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save you 20% right there.
That's right. Get on board with Mindy Hahn over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great best bet record here from Mindy, 902 units of profit for the best bets for this year. So get on board with Mindy Hahn over at Tony's Picks. As she was mentioning, she has action up there for you right now here with for this Wednesday's action up there. Mindy has her plays for you here for a 7-pack from Major League Baseball. So a lot of action from the baseball. A 3-pack mixing here NBA and NHL. Also in here with the best bet from the NBA, so get ahead and get on board. Now, instead of buying all these plays individually, Mindy does have the longer term passes, the 3, 7, or 3 all sports pass, all of her pre and plays for that period of time to select. When you go to her handicapper page, make that purchase, you get that 1-month pass. We'll do the math for you. When you use this promo code TonyT at checkout, you'll save $66 when you use the promo code on that 1-month pass. Of course, you can use any of the passes. Access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and you'll land right on Mindy's page. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you, Tony's Picks Mindy, where you control the key punches there. So you're in control of the Twitter. More content there. Of course, we'll find you more at the Discord. Of course, you're back here with another morning steam show already in the archives.
That's right. If you want more winners, just go ahead and check out the replay of that morning steam show that we had today, where you can find 10 more winners that me and Ramon went through and found consensus. So we're ready to go there with more morning steam winners. And we appreciate all of you that watch the show live. We had some chatters in there today helping us along the way, giving us their picks of who they think will win also. Again, so a lot of folks just take a look at some of the info on the Scotch locks. Curtis came in with a ton of locks today. I mean, we had lots of info here today on the Morning Scene Show, so make sure you check it out. And then we'll do it all over again tomorrow. We'll have more NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball action. We'll find more consensus. Make sure you come in. You get Ramon will put your picks on the screen, so they are there for eternity. So you can brag a little bit tomorrow when all of your winners hit. So yeah, make sure you check us out every Wednesday through Monday at 8 a.m. Central, where you can just hang out with, I don't know, about 100 of your best friends, right? That's kind of how I see it. And then again, you can join us in the Discord a little bit later for after hours chats. Instead of, drinking coffee, maybe it's your favorite soda drink in the evening or favorite alcoholic beverage, who knows, right? But there you can find additional plays. You can take a look at some same game parlays, player props. Some folks have a lot of parlays. We see Scotch hit a ton of those, so he's always a good one to go to if that is how you like to form your betting strategy. For me, I like all the single bets. I only use my free plays for those parlays, but I've hit a lot with you guys, so I appreciate all of your efforts there as well. But yeah, make sure you join us in the Discord. Totally free. You can try and just, kind of find out a lot about other folks that we have a lot of things in common, right? Mostly get in trouble at the dinner table for checking scores, or maybe that's just my life. I'm not sure. But yeah, make sure you join us every morning. We'll see you there tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central.
That's right, there, the Discord. Follow the link there in the chat, and you'll get over there on the Discord. That's where the conversation continues. A lot of our community there, and of course, we only broadcast or advertise our Discord here on our live shows, so everybody knows each other. Many of the folks using their handles as a YouTube there, so go ahead and check out there over on the Discord. You'll find some of our contributors like Blake in there. Shout out to Latifa. She's in the chat today, and you'll find her as well in the Discord as well. So take a look over there on the Discord. And of course, don't forget Mindy, Tony Speaks Mindy. That's the Twitter account. Follow, find more content, find out what's going on with Mindy's service as well. She'll keep you up to date on what's going on. Check her out there as well. All right, Mindy, is always great having you on the show. Oops. Yeah, continue having on that show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. We'll see ya.
You got Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Darren and Laren in there as well. Blake with a shout out to you in the chat. Let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Up next, we'll go ahead and welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll catch him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Top producer here at Tony'sPicks.com for the year. The numbers are outstanding. Over 6,800 units of profit documented over on the site. Ramon, what's happening?
Hi, Tony. Good to be with you today. Just watching some soccer here and baseball, of course. 3 games in action currently.
Yep, 3 games in action right now. Since you mentioned it, I was thinking about that. So let's see what we got going on here, Ramon. Here, Mets and Tigers 5-4 right now. End of the 7th. Mets got behind 3-0, but used the long ball here to catch up and take the lead.
Yeah, what can you say? These Mets bats continue to roll, and boy, with the way their starting pitching has been in shambles, they've needed it. But if you can hit like this, I guess you can kind of avoid some of the setbacks right now. Lucchesi hasn't been great in this one. Wentz was not either, but just get through it with your offense, I guess. There's another game to go. What's going to happen when they get to game 2? Well, you got Max back, but runs in this one.
Yeah, lots of runs in this one here. And, of course, we have in progress right now 5-2 D-backs on the Rangers.
Yeah, so far they just tacked on a couple more runs there, Arizona, to extend that lead with a rookie pitcher going for Arizona. Fott was in there getting the start today. He is a pretty touted prospect for Arizona, so I'd have to say this is a good start for him in his major league debut so far and getting some run support against Andrew Heaney.
No score here, bottom 5th here between the Astros and the Giants. Looks like there is a runner on here for the Astros here. A little ground ball infield single here, or error of Villar. Let's see what it was here on this one. Just a little ground ball over the mound. And Villar fielded, threw off balance, and that was the first baseman was not able to dig it out. So no score here in this one.
Yeah, we ended up with a pitcher's duel here with Webb and Valdez today. Maybe unexpected. I'm not sure. I think Tony was calling for an under in this one. The steam definitely came in on the under, so we'll see. It's going to need some clutch bats here as Giants. Long streak here of shutting out the Astros all of a sudden coming into Houston. So good job by the Giants pitching staff in these games so far in this series.
Well, these starters got to go deep because we know where the issues with the Giants are in that bullpen. All right, Ramon, let's get to this one tonight. The game from Ramon tonight will feature the Brewers and the Rockies here. Short line here, just minus 112 here on the Brewers, total of 12.
Yeah, I mean, you think with the Brewers playing well, Colorado maybe not so much, but maybe they're kind of trying to pick on Lauer of the Brewers. He's got some pretty gaudy numbers at Coors Field. I'm still going to look probably to back him here against the Rockies and Kyle Freeland. Freeland has also been struggling of late after a pretty good start. So I'm going to be looking at this one with the Brewers and Lauer maybe to straighten his I don't know, straighten his act. It might be a poor setting for him, but Milwaukee 6-2 in their last 8 games on the road. They've been terrific in pitching, of course. One of the top staffs in the league. They're second in the majors in runs allowed and third in team ERA at 3.41. So Milwaukee's been doing a great job with their pitching. Lauer will have to clean it up here. His struggled at Colorado. There's no doubt about it, but I'm looking to go against Kyle Freeland here. 0-3 right now with a 9.82 ERA in his last 3 starts, 4.32 ERA overall. Did have a quality start in a 9-1 loss to Arizona as it got away from him late, but Colorado just 5-9 at home this season, 5-14 in their last 19 games overall. Colorado got the win yesterday, 3-2 in the series opener, but they won just one of their 9 series this season. No thanks to a league MLB high 21 errors so far this season in Colorado's bullpen. A 4.5 ERA, 1.41 WHIP. Maybe a little bit of inflation there for playing their home games and everything, but they are also just 23rd in runs scored. You can't be that low offensively when you're Colorado. So they are in the bottom 3 in ERA and in WHIP, which is often expected unless Colorado is having a strong season. They could work out of it, and they're really going to have to work on the pitching. This is kind of more just a note for the future, but Ramon Marquez placed on the disabled list yesterday. He's going to have TJ surgery. He's out for the season, of course. And Antonio Senzatella will return on Friday, expected to be activated for the Game 4 in this series. So Senzatella comes in to replace Marquez, basically, as Colorado gets some bad news here recently with that sidelining of Herman Marquez, who was actually looking pretty good. So I don't know, with Milwaukee, Tony, I've got Yelich, I've got your cousin Tellez against Freeland. I'm sure they can get to him. Colorado, they certainly would look to appear well suited. I still think the left-handed bats could, see probably Blackman will probably be batting lower in the lineup today. So I'm going to take Milwaukee in this one to even up this series. Going to have to settle with Lauer in there, certainly. He can be effective. It's just maybe not in this setting, but I'm going to bet on him today and take Milwaukee. Milwaukee does have the number 5 bullpen ERA in the league right now, so they'll probably get in there pretty quick if there is still a problem with Lauer, if he doesn't show that he can pitch here in Coors. But for me, the bats, Tony, Milwaukee, much better record right now than Colorado. Colorado did get that first game, but I'm going to come back with the Brewers tonight.
All right, Ramon says Brewers minus 120 here against the Rockies. These two pitchers, believe it or not, trending under in night games, and this total of 12 here seems, as you mentioned in the morning show, we're not seeing a lot of these. The ballpark in Colorado is playing just like your standard everyday average baseball park right now.
Well, all the parks have the humidor now, so their numbers should still be relatively inflated. But we are seeing not necessarily a rash of unders at home at this point. I believe it is right now. I want to say 6 and 8 to the under right now in Colorado. So yeah, that's the way I feel like what's going on now. I don't know if it's just that lack of offense too, maybe for Colorado at this point and not scoring runs. But I don't know, the way the runs have been scored throughout the league this year, Colorado just looks like another venue, and maybe we get some value on these totals under. Mindy and I did go under today on the show, and if you look at both these teams, yeah, I mean, if you go up and down the list today, both these teams do trend to the under. So definitely going to get need a better performance from these pitchers to keep that in line here. But that's kind of what I'm expecting actually today with these two pitchers to reverse their trend a little bit here in this one. It can't be this bad, can it? Freeland was sharp in his first three starts of the season. And then he struggled in his last three starts. Like I said, it was a quality start last time, but he really got roughed up in starts numbers 4 and 5 so far this season. So Lauer, the numbers, I don't even want to give them to you at Coors Field. They are bad. They stand out really, really bad. But I think he's pitching okay, and I expect him to go in here and give a workmanlike effort against Colorado, especially if the Colorado-style elements are not seeming to be a factor as much this season.
All right, Ramon here on Brewers here, minus 120 here against the Rockies. You mentioned that, 8 overs, 6 unders for the Rockies at home this season. Worth noting that the Rockies against left-handed starters just 3-6 straight up on the season. Ramon here on the Brewers. Also, to note, one thing I want to note here, it's been the Brewers' lack of hitting here against the lefties.
Yeah, and that's going to be an issue for some of this lineup today. But I am going to trust this Brewers lineup. I mean, Rousseau, Adames, I think, today, Contreras in there. So maybe towards the bottom it could be a little weak. But, right now, Milwaukee is producing enough offense, certainly. Pitching has been their strong suit so far, but you basically have teams with opposite records here. Colorado just 10-20 so far, and the Brewers have a nice record, 18-11.
All right, Ramon here on the Brewers, minus 120 here against the Rockies. Heaney just got chased, gave up another home run, 6-2 now. D-backs on top. All right, Ramon here on this play. Start tonight at 8:40 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Place up that record again, 6,886 units of profit for Ramon Scott, top capper here over at Tony'sPicks.com for 2023. On the multi-capper sites out there, the legitimate ones, you're not going to see a better performance than this. Top handicapper in the industry right now, 6,886 units for 2023. All documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, Ramon, got baseball still in the afternoon and evening. We got a couple hockey, that one standalone NBA game. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, we were on the air this morning when we got the news about Joel Embiid, so we kind of broke that a little bit. It was just starting to trend on Twitter when I saw it come across the tweet deck, so we were able to get that out there. Not sure anybody was able to capitalize on the line movement there in the NBA playoff game that we saw Boston go from 10 to about an 8-point favorite at the time. So that's what we're here for, though. That's why you tune into us on the morning steam. We're able to bring you some of that breaking information. I'll be involved tonight in the playoffs with a 3-pack tonight for $30 over at Tony'sPicks.com. 2 NHL games, 1 NBA game, all 3 of my best plays. I'm involved in all 3 of them, coming off a 4-2 night last night here on the site. And we'll have a 3-pack for $30. Use that promo code Tony T. Could you imagine, Tony? What an ego! Tony T is the promo code. Our humble host, I tease him here. Use that promo code Tony T to save 20% off all premium pick packages. Also, in addition to that 3-pack, I'll say in addition, but I have a 5-pack of games, so you can get those 3 playoff games plus my 2 games that are about to go off right now, Tony, in 40 minutes. We know there are 2 hot day games today, Reds and Padres, Phillies and Dodgers. Can the Phillies avoid a sweep today, and the Dodgers throwing a rookie pitcher today, a highly touted pitcher, number 3 in the Dodger organization. That's got to speak for something. But pick up those 2 day games plus all 3 playoff games for $35. You see it right there, a 5-pack for tonight's action. Just about ready to roll. Top of the hour, let's call it, so you get in there and don't waste any time. Phillies, Dodgers, Reds, Padres got premiums in both of those games, plus the 3 playoff games tonight for $35 over at Tony'sPicks.com. Like I said, coming off a 4-2 night in all sports combined last night. We're going to be in action tonight, possibly a few more major league games, but just starting to see some of the lineups coming out over the last few minutes. Want to check those out and see how we're looking for tonight's action. But seems like a good card. Those hockey games should be very, very good as we start 2 new series tonight, and we'll see how those go. And plus the big Philly-Boston, it's good to see those teams kind of at full strength tonight after Philly with the big upset with Harden, and now all of a sudden, I don't know, seems kind of Joel Embiid, is he really not that big of a deal that this line has gone from just 10 to 8? Well, maybe that's the case, but seems like a pretty big margin. Hey, also don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow with more Morning Steam. Tony, Mindy, and I will preview more games. She talked about it. We were involved in 10 games today, so we'll see how that goes tonight. And love having everybody here in the chat join us from our morning show as well for game day picks. So should be a pretty good night of sports action. Trying to knock that 7,000 barrier, and just going to get there here soon enough. But got to have a winning night tonight with these games. Should be fun.
That's right, guys. Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. You see the great numbers we'll put up again. 6,886 units of profit for 2023. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Verify those numbers and go to Ramon's handicapper page. Go down to pick history. You can see every play. Of course, tonight on the board, as Ramon was saying, he's got an all-sport 5-pack premium play up there loaded here for today's action on Wednesday. Also win with a playoff 3-pack premium pass from Ramon Scott. So get on board with Ramon over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see profit guarantee, meaning the turn of profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back to your site for site credits. That is a credit profit. That is profit guarantee. Also, too, you may consider the longer term passes. Ramon with the 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. All of Ramon's premium plays here for 30 days. On that 1-month pass is the way Ramon's running. You may consider that 1-month pass. It's been on fire. All his baseball for 30 days. All the NBA for 30 days. That will take you right to the start of the NBA Finals as well as Stanley Cup Finals. The start of that with that 30-day pass. So plenty of action here with the second, third round of both of those playoff series. MLB. Also, Ramon in action with the peripheral sports. I will mention that as well. Ramon in action here with his MMA. He definitely handicaps UFC. So when there's a UFC card, there will be UFC picks from Ramon on those Saturdays. Occasionally, there may be some Bellator in there as well. He also delves into soccer, also delves into tennis. Occasional plays there as well. So just keep an eye on those, in your members area. Also, to make note that the plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time. Of course, we do allow our cappers to post plays in late with our late steam plays. Those will be highlighted in green on the pick ticker. Also on our leaderboard 2.0, they're tracked and they're documented. And of course, that means if our capper, Ramon, happens to put in plays late that begin between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, those plays, those late steam plays, are emailed directly to your inbox as a member of Ramon's 1-month All Sports Pass. Also, 3-day All Sports Pass. Any of the long-term passes, you will receive those late steam plays directly in your email. We're the only ones in this industry doing that. And so, guys, it's a really great feature there to have, especially when you see Ramon's numbers have been outstanding. So, guys, go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks. Ramon, you control that one, as well as more content from you from the Morning Steam, another show in the archive, as well as content on the Discord.
Yeah, I'll pick up a free winner tonight at Tony's Picks Ramon. I'll come at you with a free play, and I'll tease my evening packages there. Follow me at Tony's Picks Ramon on Twitter for more free plays every day, plus occasional updates on how to get my, packages. I'll usually tweet them out over there as well, so you can pick those up. A kind of a reminder, set your notifications, and all that. And we will be back tomorrow, as I said, Mindy and I, with more morning steam. I also have embedded videos tonight. Can't get enough hockey action. I've got plays in the embedded videos here at Tony'sPicks.com, and they're going to come to you tonight in the American Hockey League playoffs. Got plays for you in some of the evening action. Manitoba and Milwaukee, series tied at 1. Rockford and Texas up 2-0 in AHL conference semifinal action. So check those out. Get a couple more free winners off the board, if you will, tonight to get you a couple more free winners. Hey, we don't have enough hockey games in the NHL. We'll find you some more and get you some winners in hockey in the American Hockey League Calder Cup playoffs tonight. So check those out as well. So should be a fun night, Tony. Looking forward to it. And for me, when I see, like I said, a standalone game like this, Philadelphia and Boston, everyone was all excited about the 2 East heavyweights, and man, they're still weighing down Boston a little bit here with a pretty big handicap tonight. But we'll be focused on that action. Hello to everyone there in the chat. Great to have everybody here today, getting a lot of traction with the chat on the Game Day Picks show. We've come a long way.
That's right. Great chat as well. Butterscotch in there as well. Charles Sharp, great to have you here as well. Minnie there in there, mixing it up. Blake, and of course Darren Laren in there as well. And of course, shout out to Latifa. Hope everything's going well with you. Latifa there in the chat room as well. All right, Ramon. As always, guys, remember, check it. Tony's Picks. Ramon is where you can find more content for Ramon there on the site. Ramon, as always, great having the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony. See you then.
Yeah, Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us to get the plays in real time and join the conversation over in the chat room. And of course, don't forget the conversation always continues over on our Discord. Click the link there in the live chat. Get over there, guys, and continue the conversation. We've got lots of folks in there as well. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Let's get to my play because it's going to start here at the top of the hour or so. We'll go ahead and get the games up here. Let's see. What do I have my full odds? I think we have it here right here. Here we go. We're going Phillies Dodgers this afternoon. The Dodgers now up to minus 117, total of 9. And we're going to be here on the home team, Dodgers here, minus 110. Well, it's now up to minus 117 at the sharpest book in the world. So we have seen some movement here on the Dodgers. Not really too surprised by that. Let's see. Yep, we can 117, 120s, 119s. Yeah, you're going to be paying about a little bit more now here on this Dodgers side. I still like it, obviously. Aaron Nola is the starter for Philadelphia. It's been a struggle for Nola. ERA about 4.5. Pretty good whip, but the strikeouts, a career low 19% strikeouts. So he's given up contact. Walks in are pretty good at 6%. Gavin Stone, expected starter here. He's going to start here for the Dodgers. He was a 5th-round draft pick in 2020. Makes his debut here. He spent time in the 3 levels of the minors last year with elite numbers. Very good numbers he's put together in the minors. In 6 AAA starts, ERA a bit high here, 4.5, whip of 1.28, 27 strikeouts in 24 innings. But looking at Nola here, the team record behind Nola, just 12-25 against winning teams. The Phillies bullpen ERA over 6 on the road. Here's a note here with the Phillies bullpen. We talked about this last year a lot with these Phillies, and that is when you get to their middle relief is still bad. I mean, really bad. And you saw a bit of that yesterday. We saw a bit of that in the playoffs. Remember that San Diego series when their starters got knocked out early? The middle relief really stinks it up. So these games can get away from the Phillies when they pull their starters early and this middle relief comes in. I mean, they were just hanging pills over the play. I mean, the Dodgers are not a very good team against hitting left-handers, but you just made it too easy for them with just poor control around the plate, just hanging sliders, hanging balls for them to hit. It's not a good showing for this Phillies middle relief. All right, let's continue on here. Oh, guys, over at Tony'sPicks.com. Coming off a 4-0 day yesterday. I have 4 premium plays up there for you right now. NBA premium up there, as well as 3 from Major League Baseball. I have a best bet from Major League Baseball standalone, and then I have a 3-pack here, mixing in my NBA with 2 from baseball. So go ahead and get signed up. Long-term passes will serve you well. Remember that 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all of my premium plays for that period of time you select when you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. Don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you will save 20% off. All right, let's continue on here with game day picks. Before we get to the recap, let's take a look at the scores right now. A lot of action going on throughout Major League Baseball. Mets and Tigers. Tigers have taken the lead on the Mets now, 6-5, end of 8th here. So Mets coming up here at the top of the 9th here. The Tigers with their closer on the hill right now, warming up as we're ready to begin this 9th inning. So the Tigers have come back on the Mets, got to their bullpen. Looks like Lang will be the closer here for the Tigers today. Mets went off at -150. Lang on the hill, ERA 1.42. 3 saves out of 4 opportunities. Good strikeout rate, 15 strikeouts in 12 2/3 innings here. So the Mets bullpen coughs it up here. Let's see, the camera's on the reliever with his head down in the Mets dugout right now. So you could just imagine how he feels giving up those ins. Yeah, some foul language coming out of his mouth as well. So not feeling too good. You know how the New York media, they like to just, they love to swim in the misery. They just had that camera right on that reliever that gave up the lead. 6-5, the Mets trailing right now, top of the 9th. All right, Diamondbacks, it got closer. Rangers now up 7-6. Huge 5th inning. Home runs galore here. So D-backs up 5. We're up 6-2. A big 5-run 5th inning here for the Rangers. Now up 7-6 on these Diamondbacks. Boy, that was a big change here over just a few minutes ago. Because huge inning here for these Texas Rangers with a big comeback in this game. All right, also too, Giants and Astros. Giants put across 2 over this on MLB Network, 2-0. This is really pitchers do with Cobb pitching well here for San Francisco. We are now through 6 innings. It is now 2-0 lead here for the Giants in this one. All right, looks like the Rangers are out of their inning here, so we now go here to the end of the 5th here, 7-6 here with the Rangers leading. All right, and of course we do have the Reds and Padres beginning top of the hour, Phillies, Dodgers as well, and then we get into the night action. All right, let's get to the recap, guys. Let's recap the plays from today's show. All right, we had Mindy on the Yankees, Guardians under 7.5. Ramon like the Brewers here at -120 against the Rockies, and of course I will be here on the Dodgers. Now the -117, -120 here against the Philadelphia Phillies. I'd like to give a shout to everybody in the chat joining us today in the show. We had Latifa in there, and of course Ramon here with Ottavino gives it up again. That's from Ramon Scott there. I believe in this Yankees game, in this Mets game. There's some craziness going on around Major League Baseball here last half an hour with a lot of comebacks here, and these Rangers back on top. Interesting game here. And of course Ramon there. Machado not in the starting lineup today for Cincinnati, against Cincinnati for the Padres. News coming across here from Ramon here with his little flash update for you guys there in the chat. All right, guys, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on Game Day Picks. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers here from Tony's Picks, and we'll give out the plays for you there in the for the games tomorrow here on Thursday. A lot of day action. There's really no prime time tomorrow in baseball. The latest start is 6 Eastern Time. So we'll be getting enough plays for you here. Of course, we've got NBA and hockey as well, but just a note there, the latest start time tomorrow in baseball is 6 Eastern Time. So just to take note there. All right, guys, that's going to do it here for our show. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. So go ahead and bring in our crew from today. Going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.